Welcome to the Debra Tendrich Show, where we connect the dots between community, health, and business. The more change we create, the more change we inspire. So let's get this community healthy. This show is brought to you by Eat Better, Live Better, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to help prevent, reduce, and reverse childhood obesity. With over 12 million children and over 78 million adults suffering from this epidemic and poor eating habits, EBLB is dedicated to reducing those numbers and creating permanent change and a long-lasting positive impact in the community. For more information, visit eblb.org. Now sit back and enjoy the show. Welcome to the Debra Tendrich Show, starring Debra Tendrich. We're here today with Kendra, Erica, and Lindsay Martinez, so it's going to be a great show. A little bit about me, in case you're just tuning in. I'm actually the founder of Eat Better, Live Better, which is a nonprofit organization fighting childhood obesity. I went through the struggle of obesity from the time I was a child, and when I became an adult, I was still obese. I had to adapt to a healthy lifestyle, and I lost 70 pounds in 2013. I have a daughter, hi Amira, she's listening, and she's 8 years old now, but when I did my transformation, she too had to adopt a healthy lifestyle with me. So I'm really, really passionate about getting families and communities healthier, which is why this show is all about connecting the dots between community, business, and health. So I have Kendra here, who's actually on a personal journey, right?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
You're like adopting the healthy lifestyle, and you're so busy because, first of all, everyone give a round of applause because her song is number 12 on the billboards, which is really hard to do, which means she has to be really good. And she's going to be doing a live performance of her show today on the show to take us out, take us home.
Definitely.
So we're really excited about that. So Lindsay is also like a health enthusiast, and she's going to actually provide us tonight with a lot of tips and about fitness and nutrition. So we're really excited for you to be here too, and also talk about what got you inspired into fitness. My voice has not come all the way back yet because I work with kids all week. Fighting the obesity is just, getting kids healthier is really important. So, Kendra, tell me about what you're trying to do.
Well, in terms of fitness, fitness is a state of mind. It's being healthy all around, mentally, physically, and, emotionally. So with me in this industry and in any industry, there's a lot of pressure. There's just a lot that's involved. So in order to keep a really nice level head and a really nice, physique and just the whole mindset of how you look, it's really important.
Because image is really big for you and what you do.
Yeah, it's really important, and without the notion of being shallow, it's just really important to just feel good, because then that shows through in your music and how you present yourself as an artist.
And your role model. So, the kids see the young girls who are like, oh, okay, so in case you are just listening and you can't see us, we are like a brunette, a blonde, and a redhead.
Charlie's Angels.
And we're all really healthy, positive women in this room, which is fantastic. And I feel the energy and I love it, so I'm really excited about tonight. But your image is portrayed upon a lot of people. You're a public, figure. So these girls are looking up to you. And the last thing you want is them to see you, like, driving through fast food and eating,
which I never do.
Yeah. You really try to stay keep consistent with clean eating.
Yes.
And have you noticed, like, it just gives you a fresher look on life and a cleaner mind and less ups and downs with your mood, and there's a lot more stability?
It really does. Even like if I have like one M&M, I'm like so sensitive now because I've just been, cleansed and detoxed so much. So, and it really does help you stay consistent, because when you're consistent with one aspect of your life, everything else, it just carries on through, and it's just a ripple effect, and it's only a matter of time where everything is just on a really good momentum.
I agree. And what about you, Lindsay?
Well, I've been on this journey my entire life. I've been a gymnast my entire life, and when I moved to South Florida, I found it wonderful with the air outside and being beautiful outside every day to start off my journey with everybody else involved. And I started a company called Happy, Healthy, Stronger.
That's so good. I love that name.
It was indicative of everything that I want to do and everything that we're trying to do with everybody. So it's been really, really helpful to people. And I found that my mission in life has coincided with my career, and I can't do anything better than that.
You could tell you're happy with what you're doing because it just illuminates off of you. You know, like I love Happy, Healthy, Stronger. Or is it Healthy, Happy,
No,
Stronger?
you said it right.
I said it right? Oh my God, okay.
Right.
I got it right. So tell me, you like literally came out the womb with dumbbells?
No, actually, no, I was a gymnast my entire life. So I continued that until I was 23 years old. And I was also a coach. And through coaching, actually, I developed my need to help people. I found that that is exactly where I'm supposed to be. That is where true happiness comes from for me, and that's helping people, not giving of my things, but giving of myself. And I really need to make a career out of it. And then Happy, Healthy, Stronger has allowed me to hit more people than just that one for one-on-one personal training. So it's been really good.
So, Kendra, you have to, and everyone listening actually has to follow Lindsay's Facebook page because she puts these workout videos. They're short, to the point, but they're amazing. And I used to train people, and I actually did a lot of those workouts with my clients and things, and they're really effective. But she's really motivational. If her live or her videos will pop up on your feed, and if you watch it and try it and just try to keep up with her, it's like 10, 15-minute videos.
Right.
You know, they're short, sweet, to the point, but you feel the burn.
Yeah, they're very intense, they're very effective, and they're really created for that person that can't get to the gym, or that mom that's a stay-home mom that is so busy but wants to take 5 to 10 minutes themselves to do something very intense and very effective to actually, cut down their lean body mass. And
yeah, and I do want to say it's also good for instance, it didn't bother me so much, but when I was really overweight and not sure what to do at the gym, a lot of people are insecure and they don't feel comfortable going to the gym with people who look like you, Lindsay. You know,
I don't go to the gym. I go to their homes, honey.
No, but
yeah, I know
if you go and you see like 30 Lindsays walking around like, oh my God, in your sports bras and fit 6-pack, 8-pack. She's like this little cute blonde with like she's packed with like muscle and firm, and you can just tell. But if me, I was 200 pounds, 5'1". I came in there, it does make you insecure sometimes when you see all the little girls walking around.
Absolutely.
And what you're doing now is giving them a jump start to actually try things at home. So when they actually do get ready to go to the gym and feel confident enough, they practice, they've toned up a little bit, they built up a little bit of their strength. So
they're feeling good.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I think it's really cool.
Oh, thank you very much. It also included nutritional tips in there because that is 70% of it, to be honest, if not maybe a little bit more.
It really is. Yeah. It so is. I mean, even just clean eating can bring out, what you thought you never had.
Absolutely.
Like just clean eating in general, it's like, oh, I have a little like 4-pack under there, or I have a little 6-pack showing through.
Right.
But then the working out comes in, and then that's when you strengthen that part of you that you just never knew that you had.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
And the clothes, it's so hard shopping now because everything fits. But when you're overweight, you really have to try also to find clothes that fit your body. But now once you're fit, I'm sure you go into the store and you can't find anything that doesn't look bad.
That's so not true.
Yes, it is.
It's actually not true, but thank you very much. Yeah.
But, do you guys believe that change inspires change?
Oh, absolutely. It's a snowball effect, and a change within yourself will inspire more changes within yourself. That's why I want people to try this at home and do things for yourself, because when you start to love yourself, you'll start to love your life, and you'll want more of it. It's addictive.
So do you have a particular moment in your training and when you noticed you became a huge inspiration to one in particular person and like were the reason that they followed through and started start to finish and actually made that change within themselves?
You know what? It actually had nothing to do with weight loss. Because
Okay.
for me, my goal in life is not to take a size 4 and make them a size 2, or a size 2 make them a size 0. I want you happy and healthy from the inside out. I think sexy can be at any size. I think happiness can be at any size as long as you're healthy. You don't have to be skinny, because skinny is not, for me, I don't think skinny is good looking, number one, but skinny is not a goal for me, and it's not a goal for any of my clients, and if it is, I don't want to work with you.
Being fit and healthy.
Being fit and healthy from the inside out.
Yeah.
So for me, the satisfaction I've had as a woman who is on the women's side is the people feeling confident and sexy and happy at the size they're at, because confidence is the key to sexiness. It's not what you look like. It's your how confident you are. And the second thing I had happen actually was probably the spark of my career. Was one of the first older gentlemen I've had here when I worked here, and he was actually able to get off some of his medication. And it wasn't that he lost a ton of weight, but he started working out, and I really cleaned up his diet. And the changes that I made in his life, knowing that I probably extended his life, it was a small part of it, even that small part, it motivated me to do this for a lifetime.
That's amazing.
Yeah, just being healthy is not it's not a destination. It's just a way of life.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I mean, a few years ago, I competed in one of these NPC bikini
You did?
contests.
Why did I know about that?
Well, like I'll show you
Okay.
photos after. But I competed in one of these, and I just got the trophy at the end, and that's what I saw it as. It was a destination.
So how big was the diet, the commitment, the dedication?
Oh my gosh!
It's huge.
Like it's huge. It's
No pun intended. It's huge.
I mean, it's such an integral part. Like every single piece, every single it was all about timing and when you ate and just
It's total dedication.
total
Yeah,
dedication.
and it takes over everything.
And I just remember like even sacrificing my mood sometimes because I was so depleted and so deprived of some of the elements.
Were you like telling people, listen, I'm off carbs now for like 10 days.
Yes.
Do not even call me or text me until this competition's over. 'Cause I have a lot of friends who compete and they're like, look, between March 14th and April 2nd, do not even try to talk to me. Oh, let me just...
It's miserable.
If anyone wants to call into the show and talk to Kendra, ask myself or Lindsay a question, feel free to call in at 888-565-1470. Again, 888-565-1470. But yeah, I had no idea you were a fitness competitor. That's so hard.
Yeah, but at that point I just deprived myself so much, and the competition was like a few weeks before Thanksgiving, and then after I was finished, since you deprive yourself and you see it as a destination and not as a way of life, I mean, then you sometimes fall off, or and people just get so wrapped up in just the instant gratification and 15 minutes of fame or 15 minutes of looking good.
Well, you're going to have 15 years of fame because your career is just now, like, taking off. So I expect you to be there, like, in 30, 40 years. So it's just now taking off. So what's a typical day for you?
Typical day for me is, waking up, having green tea, because that really helps your metabolism, your digestion, and it also gives you a natural boost of energy, not like an overwhelming boost of energy like coffee would. Like, I can't do the coffee. It's like, I have heart palpitations. But but then just, being in a good state of mind to start my day, and then hitting the gym just so I can get that that stress out and that sense of like aggression or whatever.
So what's your favorite type of workout?
Well, I've been getting back into doing weight training, and just in I forget what the acronym is, but where you just keep a steady pace and heart rate, and also I'm a big fan of the Stairmaster, because that really
I do that too.
like that's my biggest thing, and it cleanses you so much, and you sweat a lot, so that's what I love.
Yeah, I know people walk by me on the stair climber and they carry an umbrella because they're like, "Oh, Debra's on it," and I'm like dripping sweat. They're like, she's gonna like rain on me with her sweat. But yeah, I love it. The stair climber. How many stairs do you do? It's like a lot.
Yeah, I mostly do like 40 minutes on the stairs.
Yeah,
So.
it's so much fun. I do interval sprints on the stair climber.
Yeah,
That's excellent.
It's not excellent.
Really?
While you're doing it, it hurts. But
But afterwards, it's
it's
excellent.
excellent after. Yeah. So what's your favorite type of workout, Lindsay?
I do a little bit of everything because I work out with only my clients, because I have about 4 or 5 hours every day in the morning that I work out with them, and I train people for marathons.
Are you looking for more clients?
You know what? Right now, no, but I would definitely take on someone who really needed me.
Okay, so someone who's just, at that pivotal point where they're like, I need someone I can count on to help me through my personal, mental, and physical transformation. That's who you would take in, someone who's almost at that point of desperation.
Yeah, I've actually picked and chose my clients right now because I need people that I can actually see a difference with. For me, it's not about the money. It's about seeing the difference in people so that I can
you'll do it for free.
make a change. No, I don't do it for free. I was just going to say that. No, there's no free here. However, there has to be, with the age I'm at and the stage I'm at in life, there has to be personal satisfaction, and not in a selfish way, but in a way that I know I am changing this person's life, or I actually don't want anything to do with it. For me, if I start training with someone, I have to see the nutritional for a week. I have to see what they've been doing, so I know where to make changes and how to make a lifestyle
That's a huge
rather
point.
than a diet out of their life so that they can continue on without me. My goal is to catch and release, not to catch and save. So I want to make sure when I send them out there on their own, they know exactly what to do, and they're living a lifestyle without even any thought. They know exactly what they're doing because they're feeling amazing.
Do you ever get to a point with your client where you're like, you don't need me anymore? Like almost like a touch-up, every now and then if you feel like they're falling off the bandwagon.
Absolutely.
And you tell them, you don't really need me anymore. I'm letting you, that's when you set them free to the wild?
I have to tell you, in this community, I've been very fortunate with the most beautiful, amazing clients, and they've all kept me on for about 12 years, some of them.
Wow.
So for me, I've been very fortunate.
And you started this when you were 12, so.
Absolutely. I'm going to come here every day. But I've been very fortunate. I do, people know when it's time to go, or when they want to try something that's maybe with a group instead of one-on-one, and all the pleasure to them. It's like letting a beautiful bird go. So for me, it's a pleasure.
I do want to talk. I have a Zumbathon this Thursday at the South Florida Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
You're coming.
Yes, I am.
She's going to Zumba, and she might even get on the stage and do a little song, too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So the cool thing is, I had one parent call me and say that their daughter she's a little bit overweight. She doesn't like to work out. I said, well, does your 10-year-old daughter like to dance? All 10-year-old girls love to dance. Yeah, she'll dance to some music. I said, bring her to the Zumbathon, get her ticket. If she has fun, get her in Zumba classes. And I tell people it's not about the fitness that you're doing, it's finding a fitness that you enjoy doing. Because there's so many types of fitness. If you don't like weightlifting, you can join a karate class, swimming, you can do tennis, you can join a softball team, you can do water aerobics, you could do Zumba.
There's so many options out there.
It's also great for kids to do it in a sport, concentrate on their weight. If you can get them involved in a sport or something that they absolutely love. And for adults, finding something that makes them feel ridiculously alive. It'll keep you coming back, and it's a snowball effect. And it can be pole dancing, women. I mean, it can be anything. There's so many different things you can do, but for kids...
You can do a twerking class.
Can you imagine? But for me, when parents ask me, can you train my child, unless it's an athlete, I usually say no, because I want them to get them involved in a sport where you're not concentrating on their weight, because then they get too conscious. You don't want that. You want them to feel good about themselves no matter what, and then add a little as well, hey, let's do this sport, and bring it in gradually so that they can actually get a hold of their life. Absolutely. Without that emphasis on your weight.
And they build friendships, they learn teamwork, and it's team
social
building. And it's so important for kids to be a part of something, whether their parents pay that fee to have them part of the team or not. It's important for them to do that and finish. Showing up to every practice, showing up to every match also gives the kids a sense of accomplishment. Like, I finished this season.
And accountability.
Yeah. It's like, I finished this season. That a lot of kids don't have the responsibility to take it upon themselves to actually finish something and say that they completed it. A lot of, parents don't hold their kids accountable for their actions. And at least, in a way, being part of that team is doing that.
So much so. I think it's an excellent idea, rather than to have somebody come in and emphasize on their weight and make them self-conscious for the rest of their life.
Yeah, that's why it's interesting you say that, because a lot of people, obesity, does that mean you're fat? I said, no, obesity, because 98% of kids are not eating healthy. Mm-hmm. And only 1 out of 3 to 1 out of 4, depending on the state, kids are actually overweight or obese, which means there's a huge gap of kids who are internally obese, which means that they're not showing external symptoms. So weight and nutrition and internal obesity, I call it, they're still at risk for those same diseases. So that's why the nutrition is super important for what you mentioned. Is the nutrition is probably one of the most paramount parts of the transformation.
Yeah, and I found that for people that do have children that are borderline, if not obese, you can really control it by what you bring home. We are their electricity, we are their restaurant, we are everything to them. So if you cannot bring it home, that is a golden rule of mine.
I know,
just
my
don't have it in your house.
Doesn't get the keys to my car, drive to the grocery
and
store,
she's not going to do it, honey. You're sure.
Yeah.
And you know what? Come to think of it, nor is the adult. If it's not in the house, 9 out of 10 times you're not going to go in your pajamas and your slippers and say, it's 10 o'clock and I don't want a bag of chips. And if chips are there, you're going to eat them. But if they're not there, you're going to find something else.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of psychological issues too. I want to get into the psychological part, but for people who, since you're amazing at transformations and getting people healthy and guiding them, what are some of your tips? Like at the workplace, for instance, because people, what if they don't prepare their lunch? Mm-hmm. That's a big issue. People don't prepare.
Big issue.
And so how do you recommend people to kind of take fitness and the nutrition initiative when they're busy at work with kids?
Well, the first thing I would actually say is a series of my 5 zero willpower tips, because they have to be in the right frame of mind. The very first thing that they would want to do is change their mindset from a diet to a lifestyle, so they can incorporate this in work and in their life with their children and in their daily lives.
And some people just aren't ready. It's like that girlfriend who has that really bad boyfriend, and no matter how many times you tell
They're
her
not ready to leave.
Yeah, and she'll finally call 3 years later and be like, I left him. I'm like, good.
It's about time.
Yeah, that's about the same thing about the diet and life change. You can't force anyone to do it.
But I can make it really easy.
But you can make it easier.
And I'm going to make it easy by saying one thing.
Yeah.
Right? One sentence.
Okay.
Actually, maybe 2. But what I'm going to say is that if you eat poorly most of the time,
Right.
and occasionally you eat well, this actually does nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. And fortunately, the opposite is true. If you eat well most of the time and occasionally eat yuck, that does nothing either. So you can create a lifestyle, not a diet. And you'll never set yourself up for failure, because if you're at a party, for instance, and you're on a diet for the past 3 weeks, you're having amazing gains, and then all of a sudden this birthday party comes and your willpower is low, everyone's eating cake, and they're having, say, pizza, and you want a piece of cake, and you want pizza, so you say to yourself, I am going to quit my diet right now, I'm going to start again on Monday. Well, what happens when you call it a diet? Right there, you've told yourself you failed, which is a psychological issue. You don't want to tell yourself or set yourself for any failing and bad words to yourself. Yuck, right?
Like cheat.
Yeah,
Like
cheat
when
is
you
a bad
cheat day,
word.
I hate the cheat day
It's a bad
because
word.
you don't want to cheat on yourself. You're the
Right.
last person you want to cheat on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then what happens is they end up having that pizza and they say, okay, I'm going to start again on Monday, and it's Friday, and they overeat. And the next day, oh my gosh, I'm going to diet on Monday, so I'm going to have this, and Saturday night I'm going to have this because I'm dieting on Monday. And you binge eat for 2 days before you start your diet
And then
again.
Monday's the busiest day at the gym because everyone's making up for their downfall spiral weekend of all this
True.
food and alcohol. And Monday is swarmed with people. Tuesday is swarmed with people. Wednesday, slowing down. Thursday, nobody. Fridays, everyone's out, not there.
Yeah.
And Saturday and Sunday is almost empty, and it's back
That's
to
because everyone's eating
Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday. I mean, what you can do is if you had a lifestyle mindset and not a diet mindset,
Right.
when it's happening, you have the pizza and you have the cake, and then the next day you go back to eating normal. And you never have to say I cheated. You never have to say I failed. And you say I had it and I'm moving on. Happy, happy, happy.
Well, I mean, I think, it's our responsibility to create a healthy lifestyle for ourselves.
Absolutely.
And I really appreciate the fact that you bring that to the attention, especially the way you put it about, if you make a mistake, just move on. It's like,
It's not even a mistake. That's the best part.
Yeah.
It really isn't a mistake. Go ahead, have it. You should live your life. And you know what? You don't want
Without depriving.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to live to eat. I'm sorry, you don't want to eat to live. You don't want to live to eat. Wait a second, let me get that right. You don't want to eat to live. No, you want to eat to live, and you don't want to live to eat. But a
No,
lot
we
of
got
people
it.
find a lot of pleasure in food, and I am one of them. So don't get me wrong, I'm not this person that doesn't go out to eat and have that French bread that's been freshly baked in front of me. I'm eating that, but I don't do it on a regular basis. And that's the point. And it's not even moderation. It's just allowing yourself to have, on those occasions, something that you're not going to deprive yourself of, something that you actually would want. And then going right back to eating healthy and having really good food in your home. And that when you're out, have something that's not so great, if that's when you want it.
Yeah, no, I completely appreciate that because people don't realize it doesn't happen overnight either, the lifestyle change. And kids and adults, they go through those mental changes like the cravings, the mood swings, the feel, the cringe, like I need that. And once you get past that, it's very easy to accommodate that lifestyle. It's just getting past those cravings, getting past those needs, because it does become addictive. It's a habit. It's a way of life, and you're changing it to be on a better path is really difficult.
Sugar is like the original drug.
Right,
It
it's
really
the same
is.
receptors as
Yeah.
cocaine in your
Yeah.
head. So, but there are certain things that you can do to really combat your cravings.
Ideas,
And-
Lindsay?
Yes, I am right here for ideas. Okay, there's 3 things you can do. Number 1, if you get enough sleep. Now this sounds ridiculous, but I'm talking not so much more hours sleep, but if you get better quality sleep. Because when you don't sleep well, your body craves instant fuel because your body wants to sleep and it needs to stay up
And
because
I
you're
get
making
puffy
it stay
when
up.
I retain water when I don't sleep well.
And that's your body. I'm sure some other people do that too.
Yeah.
But what happens is you crave simple carbohydrates because you don't have to break down simple carbohydrates. They're already in the pre-digested form prior to even swallowing them. So they're instant gas in your car. And because they're instant gas in your car, they're going to rev you up and you're going to feel great. So if you get more sleep, you'll actually crave less. And that's a huge one. The next one is make sure you have enough water.
9 o'clock bedtime, okay, Kendra? Okay.
If you have enough water, sometimes dehydration, thirst is masked by hunger.
I tell people that all the time. If you're hungry and want a snack,
Have a glass
drink
of
a
water
glass
first.
of water. If you're still hungry
Yes,
5 minutes later,
good for you.
Take a snack.
Right,
Yeah.
because oftentimes, especially living in South Florida, you are dehydrated. Even if you're inside, people don't generally just have enough water in the diet. So you're going to crave foods that have a lot of water, just so that you can get your water intake for your body, but you're getting extra calories in the
And what's
meantime.
the third one?
The third one is to cut out processed foods.
Yes.
Okay, it's
was
so
waiting for that.
important. Okay, but and mostly to include good quality proteins and good quality fats, because they're going to keep you satiated longer, which means they're going to keep you fuller longer, and they're going to keep you from stopping your cravings because you're not having something that's completely being depleted in the next 20 minutes.
That's
because
so
it's
true.
simple.
Yeah, and we only have, I think, 4 minutes left. So I know, right? Time flies when you're with 3 hot girls. Gosh, the blonde, the brunette. 2 minutes. Okay, we got to let Kendra sing. Lindsay Martinez on Facebook, and you have a website?
It's on Facebook. Yep.
All right, can you play your song? And then
I'm
Kendra.
Tech.
Yes.
I played high school.
What was that? And Kendra's going to sing her song now, which is number 12 on the billboards.
Yes.
For the last minute, she's going to take us out. But eblb.org to find me, Lindsay Martinez,
Happy, Healthy, Stronger on Facebook.
and Erica on her public figure page.
Yes, and also on Instagram and Twitter as well.
All right,
So
hit it. So excited.
Awesome.
midnight magic on the run, fading, falling from the sun. There's so much fire to the chase, overtaking me, taking me. I've had more than I can take, and it's breaking me. Flying so high, I've lost my senses, taking a ride, the road to sweet sin. You are, you're under my skin. Oh, you're under my skin. Oh, yeah. You're under my skin. Oh, yeah. You're under my skin. Thank you.
Yay!
Wow. That was beautiful.
Now you get to go to bed.
Amazing. Amazing.
Now you go to bed, guys.
So that's Kendra Erica, and that's why she's number 12 on the billboards.
Soon to go up.
Yeah, she has to get up, like way up.
Way
And I
up.
think this show did it.
Yes, it did. Oh my God. Skyrocket.
Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening to the Debra Tendrich Show, where we are connecting the dots between community, health, and business. This show is brought to you by Eat Better, Live Better, a nonprofit organization that is on a mission to help prevent, reduce, and reverse childhood obesity. Because change inspires change, the more change we create, the more change we inspire. So let's get this community healthier together. Visit eblb.org for more information. Thank you, and we look forward to having you tune in next week. Same time, same place.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its